Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 142. In today's episode, we are going to be spending over 2 million of our coins to create something new ready for this weekend league, and of course we'll test that out in Rivals as I need to get some more points to secure myself rank 2 so we can unlock some mega packs and 50k packs for when Future Stars is here. So if you do enjoy today, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Well, of course we're bringing in some new players today. It'd be awesome if you could show your support, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new, click the notification bell, become part of the notification squad. So we're just going to get straight into it then. I had an idea that, I said to you the other day, like, we could bring in one huge marquee player. Well, that was an option, but it would have left me a little bit short in other areas. So what we're going to do today is spread our coins out, spend sort of 300k here, 400k here, 600k here, 600k here, and bring in a few marquee players that would, of course, obviously bring new players into the team, and yeah, have something what I think is going to be fairly interesting, and try out a couple of different players that I wanted to know if they're good or not, and then, of course, if we bought them for a good enough price, and if they're not great, they could always be sold on. But this is the sort of the team that I'm aiming to use for this weekend league, and then Future Stars, we would aim to get some of those players in after this weekend league, ready for next weekend league, when their prices are a little bit more settled. So as you can see, the first player we bought there is N'Golo Kante. I then had an idea of maybe getting the left wing Mbappe. And then I looked at, obviously, this one. I eventually needed a central version of Mbappe, so I could have got this one, but I just kept looking at the price, and I was like, you know what? He's basically 400,000 coins more than the regular, who's like 1+1 stats, or he's -1 stats to the special nominee version. So yes, it's cool, nice card design, nice dynamic image, all of that stuff, but for someone who we're probably not going to be keeping for all that long, let's just bring Mbappe into the squad, so that we've got one striker that I know I can rely on. And then this is the icon. This is who I've settled on for this weekend league to try as a second striker alongside Mbappe. It is Hristo Stoichkov, somebody that I've wanted to use for a while now, and it was a little bit of a toss-up between whether or not I was going to go for the left wing Mbappe and then the baby Stoichkov, or just the regular Mbappe and then the mid Stoichkov, the one with the 90 stats for pace, dribbling, and shooting. So this right here was the squad that I built. And then I thought, you know what, I've got some coins left. Why don't I try someone that I have wanted to for a little while, ever since he came out? And that player is going to be Raphael Varane. And I've used his regular version at the start of the year. Absolutely hated him. Didn't get along with him at all. But I wanted to try out this 87 rated inform. See if the added stats that he's been given along the way has helped him out and has made him an absolute beast. Because I know that I struggle against him when I come up against him. So the final purchase for the squad today is going to be an 87 rated inform Varane. So we'll test him out and we'll see how good he is. And the squad obviously then can just move around a little bit. I ended up bringing like Raul in over Guardiola, whoever it was going to be coming off straight away. But yeah, we can effectively move Kante to that centre mid spot for now, because we've got a French centre back coming in, so he's got 4 weak links and that works. And Varane gets obviously a perfect link to Mendy. So he gets full chem, and David Luiz is still alright, and we can use either Alisson or Van der Sar depending on what we want to do. So there you go, guys. That right there is our newest squad. What we've done is instead of spending like 2.2 million on a Cruyff or something, and then we wouldn't have had a second striker or a left mid, right mid, or a centre mid, like, we would have been a bit stuck. Maybe that sort of thing can happen. But in a few weeks, if we've got more coins at our disposal, or if player prices are different or something like that. But for now, I think what we've done is we've brought in like strong players in each area, and a new strike force for us, which is going to be Mbappe and Stoichkov. Interested to see how that does in the weekend league in my 4-4-2, and I'll be able to give you like a more of a visual representation of what we're doing to the squad right about now, I'm pretty sure. So I'll play the 4-4-2, obviously. That's the idea, and this is how it would start out. Everyone in their correct positions. But we would instantly bring off Raul. And the player that we're gonna give a shot to is Orsic. We'll see how he is, considering we spent that time unlocking him, and he's one of those sort of hype players that people have been talking about. Let's see if he's any good by sticking him in at left mid. So this is how the team could play. Or, of course, we could play Kent there if we decide that we don't like Orsic, and we know that we love Kent. So that midfield should be good, right? We've got that defensive player in Kante, and N'Golo Kante, and then, of course, what we have got is Aouar to have the free roll to push up the pitch and hopefully maybe get some goals. Or if we didn't like either of those, of course, we've tried and tested Atal. He's good as a centre mid. He's good as a wide player. So, yeah, we'll be just fine. Actually really excited to test this out because it's just... I don't know, it's just there's a few different players in there. Obviously, Mbappe is someone that we've used before. And I mean, even Kante and, of course, even Varane are players that we've sort of used before. But not these versions of them. And Mbappe, like, yeah, we could have got the Team of the Year nominee one. But it would have been a complete waste of coins. And, of course, it wouldn't have allowed us to actually buy Varane. So, we've got some players to test out here today, and I effectively needed to play Rivals a little bit more and earn myself some rank points. What I need is goals, and I need wins as well, just because that's going to maximise my rank points. Because, obviously, I want to finish rank 2, I want to get 50k packs, I want to get mega packs, all stored up and ready to go for when we get the Future Stars promo. And we get off to a good start. Mbappe just dribbling quite nicely and getting into an open space to to take a finesse shot. And after 3 minutes, we find ourselves 1-0 up. And I thought, this is going to be plain sailing. However, this guy was actually a pretty good player. And that's a hell of an assist from Royce. It's a really nice sort of drag back and then an actual sort of back heel assist, which I thought was really nice. And then he gets in again here. And that Mane was causing me trouble. And of course, so was Heung-min Son with his finishing ability. That is another player that was sort of on my list. And maybe we could bring in a version of Son. Because I always know that he'll do well up front. And then, well, he scores yet another goal. So I go from being 1-0 up to 3-1 down just before the halftime break. And I was getting kind of dominated. And, I mean, I'm an Ipswich fan. And to see this guy using the Norwich Stadium and the Norwich badge and stuff, I was like, oh god, I can't let this happen. There's no way. There's too much pride at stake. So we started the second half well. We got our goal with Stoichkov, and that's of course his goal on his debut, which is important. He is a 4-star skiller, only 3-star weak foot, but what he does have is a great left foot. And then we get the ball into Orsic there, end up hitting the post, and I'm like, that could have been my equaliser. Come on, we got to keep pushing here. I want to get the draw at least, or hopefully the win. Aouar knocks it out to Orsic, into Mbappe, back to Orsic again, and we just beat that defender. He holds him off, he gets in, he takes that strike with his 90 shoot, and then after 68 minutes, we find ourselves at 3-3. So, 73rd minute, we're pushing forward here. Mbappe knocks it out to Ryan Kent, the super sub. I knock it back to Mbappe, scoop around, and we turn the game around. Again, because, you know, he turned it around on us. We were able to turn it around on him. So it looks as though we are going to win this one. Mbappe then knocks it through to Aouar, who, that's exactly what I want him to do. I want him to make those runs. You know how Frankie did a couple of weeks ago, where, I've played it between the strikers, but then there's that one more on-running player in the background. That's what I want from Aouar, because I know he's got the dribbling, and I know he's actually got the shooting to be able to, you know, to score goals. So I did come away with a victory there, and that made me feel quite good, not going to lie. And that, of course, scoring 5 goals and getting a win is the maximum rank points that I can get for Rivals. So that's 950 secured, and that's probably rank 2 secured, to be fair. But I will, you know, soldier on for a couple more matches, test out this team a bit more. So then I come up against this super team. He's got a Zidane, a Garincha, Adama, and well, right off the bat, you know, David Luiz ends up losing him. Terrible from Alisson there, and he knocks it back and sort of sweats it across to Adama. And I actually find myself 2-0 down not too long later. These two, I mean, look how many times he sweats it across. How many times do you want to do it, pal? How many times? So yeah, things were not going well in this match. And then I think Figo knocks it into Garrincha. I mean, poor defending and poor goalkeeping once again. I don't really know what's going on, but I couldn't quite do anything. So I was 3-0 down thinking, oh God, what is going on here? Then I pick the ball up, knock it into Stoichkov, who I just bang it. But it comes off the underside of the bar. So at half time, it is 3-0. But look at those stats. Do I really deserve to be 3-0 down? I don't know. And then it gets worse for us because Figo knocks it into Adama, and that's what he's really good at. That sort of drag back and then just insta shoot. He's got some stats on him. And then I was getting shushed at that point. 4-0 down in Division 5 rivals. Yeah, I ended up getting shushed. So I score with Stoichkov, and we just LBRB. Let's just get back into the game. I was like, okay, I'll give him that one shush, whatever. Let's try and get some more goals back into this game. It didn't happen. You know, we got done again. Shushed again by Zinedine Zidane, and that hurts me because, you know, Zidane's like my favourite player ever. But we get through with Stoichkov, so obviously this time we got hit him with a little bit. I know I'm losing and it means nothing, but hey, we hit him with a little shush of our own. And it gets worse for us because I hit a terrible lasty offside trap, as always. Pretty much won every episode at this point. And he rightly sticks that into the back of the net with Garrincha. And I lose 6-2. So not a good start with the team. I mean, the first game was good, but not a good second game. Conceding 6 goals? What's going on there? And then this will be the third and final game of the episode. Coming up against the team of the year, Van Dijk. He's also got our informed Ben Yedder, not moments, headliners player, but just before his upgrade happened, of course, because I was playing just before the team of the week was even out. So I would expect that this one would get upgraded, and you know, the one we've got will get upgraded hopefully by the next episode. I even thought about maybe even playing him in this weekend league. I've had plenty of ideas this week about what to do with the squad. I've just got too many players at my disposal that I kind of want to use. Like, I kind of want to use Kent, kind of want to use Orsic, kind of want to use this guy. I've even kind of wanted to use my Tammy Abraham. I don't know. It's probably not the smartest of ideas. I should try and stick to the meta, more agile players and where we can. And, you know, like, Stoichkov's not really that. So he's a bit different. He's someone that I've not managed to use this year, so I'm actually really excited to use him. And he has been scoring for us, of course. At half-time, I actually brought on Tammy Abraham, and I instantly gave the ball away twice with him and conceded twice with him, and I instantly subbed him off. Not because, well, just because I felt that I was better than this guy. So if I brought Ryan Kent on, maybe I had a chance of getting back into this one, because I don't know how to use Tammy yet. You know, like, he's 6'5", probably not agile at all. He's not going to help me win a match when I'm trying to clutch up, right? And Ryan Kent instantly scores. However, I do instantly concede again. Like, 7 minutes later, it's now 4-3 to my opponent. So absolute goal fests today, which is, to be fair, what both opponents need on a Wednesday night before Thursday updates the rewards, because it gets everyone the maximum rank points that they need to get to, you know, to finish as high as they need in rivals. So I make it 4-4, and then on the 68th, 69th minute, we get that ball through, and this is cheeky. That is very, very, very cheeky from Kylian Mbappe. I don't even know if he meant to or even actually took a step off the line for that goalkeeper, or whether that was his natural positioning. But because the ball was how it was in the air, it gives you that ability to get that ball up and down well, it just, you know, the arc is going to be so much higher as opposed to when the ball's on the floor, when you've got to chip it up. It's never going to drop down in time. So that ended up being the game winner. And then he made a stupid challenge and got sent off. So yeah, we could see that game out of 5-4. So we've come back again, but I've leaked too many goals today. And you know, the only thing that's changed about the defense is Varane. And I've got to say, I just don't like him. There's something about him this year. Like, whether or not the headliners one is a little bit better, or he needs like a few more upgrades, I think it might be the balance and the dribbling. Like, Lenglet, I would literally give him the keys to my house because I trust him that much. Lenglet's great on this game, but some reason I don't get along as well with Varane, so he's not going to stick around. I managed to get him for a pretty good price, so I don't think we'll lose too much on him at all. And then also I wasn't blown away by Kante, and they are two players in that area of the pitch which don't really affect the chemistry of Mbappe and Stoichkov. So I think I'll probably sell them two on, and hopefully get a higher price than what I bought them for. Maybe we end up losing just like minimal amount of coins on tax. But yeah, it was worth a try, you know, because we could have found our new centre-back for the next, like, few months here. But I just don't like him. I'm not getting on along with him. It's weird as well. I'd love to, because it would be a perfect link to Mendy, and that really sorts chemistry out for ages. And then this Kante, I don't think is exceptional. I'm guessing the Team of the Year one is, like, completely broken. But, of course, he's way, way, way more money and way out of our price range. Stoichkov, 4 goals and 2 assists in 3 games. And I brought him off 1 or 2 times really late game. He hasn't played 3 full matches, so really pleased with the goal contributions from him today. And then Mbappe, a goal every game, 2 assists as well. We know what we like about him. He's a solid player for us, so I'm glad to have him in, even if it is just for this weekend league. This is so the squad's actually got potential to change even again before the weekend league now, simply because I know that tomorrow's episode is going to be starting with me listing up Varane and listing up Kante, trying to get them to sell so that I have coins again. And I probably will, excuse me, centre-back wise, I probably will just bring one of my main players back that I've already got, either Diego Carlos or Lenglet. We'll probably just play one of them because it kind of works. You know, we already know that it works for chemistry. And then if they both sell, we'll have, you know, going on for 1 million coins again, which means that we could bring in... basically, we'd need a replacement for Kante, which would be like a defensive-minded centre midfielder. Whether or not we can pick an icon up for that level and test somebody out there for the weekend league, there's potential for that. Or maybe there's someone in the Prem or who's French or in the French league, someone that we could make chemistry work with. I reckon we could probably make it happen. Or if I decide completely against that, I know that in this exact team, I can put Diego Carlos in at centre-back, I can put Paulinho in at centre-mid, and Paulinho would be on 8 chemistry, everyone else would be on full chem, so we'd be absolutely fine to do that as well. So that's going to wrap things up for the episode today. We've done some experimenting. Now, I know I said to you guys I didn't really have a clue as to what to do for this episode, the next episode. We're basically waiting on Future Stars. And you never know, do you? Like, if Future Stars comes out and there's a great centre mid that fits that bill, and he's a decent price, you know, 500k or something, we could potentially pick someone up like that. But we have no idea, really. What was the splash screen? Did I see, like, a Brazilian flag on the splash screen tonight? It doesn't mean anything to me. There's plenty of young Brazilian players. So we're probably still completely out of the loop as to who that could possibly be. But a Brazilian, you know, we have Brazilians in our club. We have Roberto Carlos, we have David Luiz, we have Paulinho. So if there's somehow that I can get a Future Stars player in that links to them and could provide for me, maybe be a new striker or a new winger or something, that would be amazing. You know, we just got to wait and see what comes out, what prices are like, and what we could possibly do. But yeah, guys, do me a favour. Hit me with a thumbs up button on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. Tomorrow, what I'll do for you is probably just my red rewards. Obviously, we're saving packs for Future Stars. But we'll do my red rewards. Hopefully, we can get like an Insigne or a Ricardo Pereira or a Goretzka or something like that. Just for the club, that would be quite nice. Maybe some of them could make their way into our starting 11 if we were to get something good. And then we'll either play a draft or, of course, we'll try and pick up some more players and head into rivals or whatnot and see what we can possibly do. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me with a thumbs up today. That would be great. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. You can also come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I do stories all the time, and you can see what I'm up to. A lot of the time, it's just me getting a coffee, but maybe some of you are interested in that. Other than that, hopefully, you will have a wonderful day. I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.